Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2025 Wayne County All-County Choir for middle school and high school. At this time, please stand for the national anthem. Thank you. As our honor choir exits the stage, I'd like to read the bio for tonight's directors. Our first guest conductor this evening is Miss Janessa Broadhurst for the middle and part of the high school group. Janessa, born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky, teaches choir and music at Boyd County Middle School in Ashland, Kentucky. Her district has been distinguished by the National Association of Music Merchants as one of the best communities for music education in the country since 2021. In 2018, she progressed into the final rounds at the National Association of Teachers of Singing state and regional competitions. Broadhurst was also awarded for her research at Morehead State University, and since becoming a teacher has been nominated for a biographical listing in Who's Who of Music Education. Along with teaching, Broadhurst sings alto with the Huntington Symphony Chorus, both in their small group and full chorus, as well as teaches voice lessons at Aspire Conservatory in Ashland. Our pianist for the first group is Miss Mary Beth Norman. Mary Beth Norman has taught at the University of Charleston, was an adjunct professor at Marshall University, and retired from West Virginia State University in Institute. She plays piano and percussion with the Huntington Symphony Orchestra, Mary Beth is active in the music ministry at Tays Valley Christian Church of God. She is a resident of Hurricane, West Virginia, and enjoys spending her extra time in Pocahontas County. Please welcome our first group this evening.
Gloria Deo, gracias. been told that it is now your photo opportunity.
Right.
It is now time to take a picture of these students. They are going to smile. And while you are doing that, I just want to say thank you to them. But now you look out there, though, because they're taking a picture of you. But I do want to tell you thank you. You have rehearsed 5 hours today. Not in a row, no, but like divided up in a cumulative of 5 hours, and they sound pretty darn good. And our last song is called Cindy, or as I said it earlier, Sandy, because it's a Southern Appalachian folk song. And then after that, you will see our high school group. But again, just wanted to say very much how grateful I am that you all have sang so beautifully and how hard you have worked. I have had the best time ever. And thank you to Jacob for inviting me also. Can we have a hand for Jacob, please? Thank you. Here is Cindy.
Cindy,
Our county superintendent is here, Mr. Tal Alexander. I think it's very important to recognize that somebody in leadership is always visible in our county at multiple events, sports, arts, science. He's at band competitions. He is very visible and he knows what our students are doing. He's in our schools and he's very active. So I think we should all give a round of applause for a very good superintendent. Good evening again. This part is not on the program. Although I'm here as one of the teachers today, at this time I'm also here to help recognize someone very special to their students, colleagues, and music education in the state overall. She actually has no idea that we are doing this tonight and has been tricked into thinking she's here for a drum part on the next piece. She's just poked her head out because she's going to murder me when this is through. Sadly, this legend is retiring this year. But she has more than earned her rest. But to think that she will finally get to slow down is a joke. Sherry Tadlock doesn't know what it's like to slow down. Tonight we recognize Miss Sherry Kinder Tadlock for an amazing 36 years of dedication to music education in Wayne County schools. Sherry attended Height Saunders Elementary, Beverly Hills Junior High, and graduated from Barbersville High School in cough, cough. Your children knew about this. I have my ways. They are. From middle school onward, she started piano and flute lessons after borrowing a flute from a friend until a professional one was purchased for her, also by a friend. She then went on to Marshall University, where she studied music education in both flute and voice as her instruments, flute being her main focus, however. While in college, she traveled both domestically and abroad with the Continental Singers of California to Berlin, Holland, and England, and according to her children, was almost arrested at the Berlin Wall. For a misunderstanding, you know how the Germans can be. She has had a very successful marriage with her husband Grover of many, 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 many years, is a wonderful mother to 2 children, Nathan and Ray, and still takes time to sing with her church choir, assist in holiday programs each season, and care for her mother Joyce. Sherry began her career at Pritchard Elementary for, I believe, only 2 years. It was Crockett, excuse me. Your children were wrong. Moved to Texas, where she taught at a private school before ultimately moving back here for the past 36 school years. At one point, she rode to school on the bus with her son dressed as Mozart for a special day at Wayne Elementary. Basically, there's nothing this woman won't do for education and learning. She may also be one of, if not the only one left from the original elementary school on the hill in Wayne before the new building opened where it is beside Walmart in 2006. Sherry is an advocate for the arts in the schools, music education in the state, commander of respect, hard work, and dedication, and mentor to the thousands of students who have gone through her programs over the years, as well as some of the students she has adopted along the way. She is a mother to them, a friend to them, a carpool driver to them, and often coaches them through more than just music in her rehearsals. She finds opportunities, she prepares her children, she plans touring trip after touring trip, even when they don't go so correctly. And she does not quit because she loves what she does and for whom she does it. Sherry is an experienced fundraising expert, having raised the funds for multiple sets of instruments for her classroom over the years with the support of the county board and her schools to purchase them. She has created multiple side ensembles with Orff keyboard and percussion instruments through fundraising with cereal box tops, soup labels, collecting pop cans, cleaning the bleachers after football Friday nights at Pioneer Stadium, all for the benefit of her little family she creates in her classroom each and every year. For the past 30 years, she has sent children to the West Virginia Music Educators Conference all over the state to perform at the highest level in the state, with All-State Children's Chorus, where she also serves on the board. She has prepared her students to perform at solo and ensemble adjudications, the Huntington Mall, and with the Huntington Symphony Orchestra for the past few Christmases. She has partnered with the Appalachian Children's Chorus for the past 2 years. She is a member of the Huntington Symphony Chorus, the former Marshall University Choral Union. She attends the summer choral reading sessions to learn new music at Stanton's in Columbus, Ohio. She has been to multiple elementary learning sessions on how to teach the Kadai method in Kentucky, and in her spare time still manages to travel to new places around the world when she feels like she just needs to catch her breath. Also, if you look back in some Huntington Outdoor Theater programs, you'll see her name alongside her children's names in the cast list, where she spent many a summer in the heat of the Ritter Park Amphitheater. On a personal note, I met Sherry when I was in 6th grade at Wayne Middle School, because her son Nate and I are the same age and both played trumpet. He was far superior to my abilities on brass, mostly because he did this little thing called practicing, and I couldn't be bothered at the time. You see, he had this mother who instilled the importance of practice, 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 and then practice some more, and then practice it again. Mine did too, but sometimes 6th grader on trumpet isn't the most pleasant sound in the world. Some music parents in here right now will definitely agree with that. From there on, Sherry was the band mom, helping the next generation fall in love with music all over again. It's who she was as a kid, it's who she was as a parent, and it's still who she is today, mentoring me, while I now get to direct her in the Huntington Symphony Chorus. You see, she met me in 6th grade, and she's still teaching me to this day, while also still getting to work beside her as a colleague in Wayne County Schools, where I first felt her influence. She's the standard of what music education should be. I'm amazed by her every day. Sherry Tadlock. Yes, you are. She really is playing the drum part. That's just how I got her here. All right, on with the program. Nicholas Wolford, the director for the honor choir this evening, is an Ohio native who holds a Bachelor of Music Education and Voice from Morehead State University in Morehead, Kentucky. Nicholas is honored to have studied private voice with Dr. Eric Brown, private choral conducting with Dr. Greg Detweiler, jazz keyboard and choral methods with Dr. Roosevelt Escalante, and vocal pedagogy and diction with Dr. Roma Prendel. He is currently pursuing a Master of Music Education degree from Ohio University. While at Morehead, Nicholas functioned as a leader and educator in the music department. He was honored to compete with the Morehead State University Concert Choir and Chamber Singers in Ireland on their 2013 international tour, competing in and winning the Mayo International Choral Festival with the Morehead Chamber Singers. He also competed in the 2016 international tour of Rome, Italy, where he performed with the Chamber Singers in various cathedrals around Rome, as well as among the ruins of Pompeii and at St. Peter's Basilica in the Vatican City, ending by taking home a gold diploma of the Musica Eterna Roma competition held in the capital. Currently, he holds a full-time position as Director of Choirs and Director of Youth and Family Ministries at First Christian Church in Ashland, Kentucky. Your pianist for this group, Megan Bailey. Megan Hope Bailey of Culloden, West Virginia, is a collaborative pianist, private piano instructor, and music director at St. Andrew United Methodist Church. She was 7 when she started piano lessons with Mr. Mike Barnhouse and went on to earn degrees in political science and music performance at Marshall University, graduating from the piano studio of Dr. Henning Fout in May of 2020, the hardest year for education. During her time at Marshall, she performed with the Marshall University Symphonic Band and Chamber Choir, Piano Ensemble, and the West Virginia Symphony Chorus. She continues to accompany students at Marshall University as well as school and community vocal ensembles. She has also dabbled in composition, writing 2 original pieces for the Appalachian dance film project Terra, T-E-R-R-A, in 2021. She is an aspiring beginner at the banjo. Please welcome your guest conductor and pianist.
It's always super fun to get together with a group of people who you can make such cool music with. So I'm really, really thankful for this group of people. The unsung hero of the group is always the soloist, which is Heather Adkins. Heather Adkins. So great job to her. The other unsung soloist up here is the page turner, who doesn't get nearly enough recognition for what they do. So, our page turner, ladies and gentlemen, yeah. Who is also a teacher of some of these fine young folks to my right. So, the next 2 pieces we have a little bit of a water theme to them. One of them, The Tide Rises, is it's about really the ebb and flow of life, the tide rising and the tide falling, and how sometimes we go through the good times and then sometimes we go through the bad times, and it's just kind of the ebb and flow of life that us adults probably know a little more about than some of the young ones, but some of the young ones might as well. The second piece is called Lakeside Lullaby, and it's really a piece about longing and really wanting to be somewhere. In this case, the lakeside is what it's talking about, and longing for the fishing and to be taken down to the beach and all this fun stuff. But that could be anywhere for any of us. That could just be somewhere where you feel safe and you feel comforted, and the longing that comes from wanting to be at that place. For me, it's at home with my dog. I know a lot of you asked to see pictures of my dog earlier, but I encourage you, as we're singing through these pieces, to think about those things and how they can relate to your own life and what kind of edifying to the soul these pieces can be for you. thought that was peaceful, you're going to get a real kick out of this piece. This is Dies Irae, which if any of you, does anybody speak Latin? No? Nobody? Maybe? So Dies Irae is probably most famous for Mozart's Requiem, but the text translates directly to day of wrath, or day of mourning. So see fulfilled the prophet's warning. Heaven and earth in ashes burning. Oh, what fear man's bosom rendeth, when from heaven the judge descendeth, on whose sentence all dependeth. So this is a text that was written for the church, and it was originally written just as the book of Revelation, telling the story of the world ending and Judgment Day and all these things. So it's quite different from the peaceful piece that we just sang. So we're going to do that. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. And then after that, we are going to do our last piece, which is taking some ideas from the other choir and their director, and we're going to take the idea of folk song and the Scottish Hills, and I forget what their piece was called that had to do with the Scottish Hills and longing to return to them. Caledonia, that's what it was. And so we're going to take those two elements and combine them into an Irish folk song. So we're going to take Cindy and Caledonia, and we're going to mix them up into an Irish kind of folk song. And then after that, we'll bring everybody back out here for our last piece. So please enjoy Dies Irae, and then complete change of place. I'll tell my ma. Let's give these guys one more round of applause.
Our final piece of the night combines both choirs together. So the all-county choir, composed of grades 6 through 12, is going to go ahead and take their spot first. Then we'll bring the honor choir back to their spot. And this song is Little Bitty Pretty One, which, if you have never seen Matilda, or if it's been a while since you've seen it, this is when she discovers she has telekinetic powers and can, like, sabotage her principal's life. It's awesome. And so as they load up, I would like to extend, once again, my thanks. Choir is the biggest group project ever, and that's coming from someone who does not like group projects. I'm a teacher, and I don't even really like them. Sorry, maybe I'll warm up to them eventually. But choir is a giant group project, and it's not just them, and it's not just us. It's all of you all, too, making the time to take your students to these events and things like that. And so our thanks go to you as well. I'm going to go ahead and invite, we're almost done. Very serious business here. We have a small group that is singing the solo portion of tonight's concert. So if those students would not mind to come down and come into your circle,